How would you describe the that Caliville style? Is that from spending, growing up in California and spending time in the South, or?
I don't really know how it happened, but growing up in Southern California, I didn't move. I've been in Nashville for it was just 9 years in February. So, I lived 32 years in Southern California. My whole life, people asked me where my accent was from. I'm like, I don't know, the beach? I don't know. So there was always this thing. I was even the one that found country music before my friends. When like Blink 182 and Offspring and all those bands were hitting, I found Tim McGraw and was listening to Don't Take the Girl. I didn't like it, and I have nothing against it, but like punk would never worked for me, ever. So I was like the guy that got made fun of for listening to country music on the beach while they were all surfing. And I wasn't surfing. I was like, brought a ball and a glove or a football, and I was like playing catch on the beach, So I was always a little bit different, but I never understood also why I had an accent in people's minds. I'm still told that I do. I don't, whatever. My parents are born and raised in Southern California too. So
that's the same thing has happened to me, and I don't know where it is, but every now and again, like I constantly work on, because of acting, working on my speech. But every now and again, I get that all the time. It's like, what state are you from? Where are you from? I'm like, California. I grew up on a beach. Like, what are you talking about?
What are you hearing that I'm not hearing? Yeah. But I think that was a big part of it. I think it was, growing up in California, but also having the R&B, like heavy R&B influence growing up. My parents' song was the most blue-eyed soul dude ever. BJ Thomas, Hooked on a Feeling was their song. But like I said, it was like Otis Redding and Sam Cooke and Gary Puckett and the Union Gap and stuff like that. Like that's what they played in the house. So it's California plus soul, plus I find country music like in the early 90s, and something happened like organically where I just kind of had an accent my whole life. I don't know. And so I moved to Nashville, and the thing that never worked in 10 years in LA, bars, restaurants, 4 or 5 nights a week, never got one meeting with an executive. And then I moved to Nashville. I got a record deal inside of a year.
Wow.
And so that Caliville thing, I just had to, honestly, that word was just because I had to change the name of my publishing company, because when you sign a publishing deal, they can't join with your publishing company. They have to join with you. So you have to come up with a new publishing name because that publishing had already existed. It's a long story, but I just thought California, Nashville, Caliville. And when I did that, it turned into a clothing line and the whole thing. And then people started just talking about it as like my sound. And it is. I mean, it honestly is the blend of growing up in Southern California, listening to soul music, and then moving and doing country music. I just think that's organically what happened. And California and Nashville came together to make a cool name. Is really all that is.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to drop a like if you enjoyed the video.
And subscribe and hit the bell for a whole lot more to come.
Thanks for tuning in to Studio 22.